Hey there, friends. A few days ago, I was watching an Oprah podcast, and something shook me to my core that they said in the podcast. One of the doctors, they're one of the experts, and they said, how someone makes you feel inside matters. So when I tell you that spoke directly to my soul, it did. So grab a snack and come on back, and let's have a conversation about it. So, I just want to say something that I want you to remember, right? Your feelings are real, your feelings are valid, and your feelings are data. Basically, how someone treats you is not just about them. It becomes a part of your emotional environment. So welcome to Lexmas Day 5. And when I watched that Oprah podcast, it was about families who have basically been estranged from, it was about a lot of children, adult children, who have been estranged from their parents. And that was never my thing, but there's a lot of, that can go for a whole bunch of stuff, right? Here on the internet and with family too. How people make you feel matters. It matters. And as a content creator, these folks on YouTube, that ain't nothing nice. The negative comments come from people who don't know you, don't care about you. They don't care to know you, really. And sometimes they don't even like themselves. It's that keyboard courage, right? We talk about it every day here. And the last couple of days, I've really been talking about the adult bullying and everything that goes on. And we had an incident in one of the live streams this week where somebody was in there just being a total ass, a total idiot. And it caused somebody who is dear and near to me to leave the live stream. And that really, really rubbed me the wrong way. And of course, I blocked that person. I blocked them because don't come here accusing people that you don't know of stuff that they didn't even do. And stop saying all this crap that doesn't even make sense in the live stream. And I don't know why none of the mods took them out to begin with. I have no idea, because it should have been gone off my channel. But I handled that. And it just brought me to this, that I was thinking about that Oprah episode. And I'm like, this is so true. What people say and what people do, really can get inside you, right? And your feelings matter. And even then, how these people make you feel, it matters. And you don't have to pretend that it doesn't. You don't have to. And when this person came in and did the crap that they did, and my dear one left the chat, and I'm like, I got rid of this person. Please come back. Please come back. And they're like, no, I'm not going to come back to your live stream for a couple of days. And I can't negate their feelings, because that's valid. People get tired of putting up with the same BS over and over again. And you get tired of that, and your feelings matter. And I agreed with them. I'm like, I totally understand. And I totally agree with you. Totally, because it was uncalled for. I have to say that since my mother passed too, getting into the family aspect of this, my daughter and I have had to do something that a lot of people don't talk about openly. And that is, we've had to release certain family members. A lot of people don't talk about that. Ooh, it's taboo. But we've had to. And I talk about that all the time, especially in my live streams, that there are family members that I have nothing to do with. As soon as my mother passed, they did like this to me. And I'm like, goodbye and good riddance. Because I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not going to be the one that's always calling you. And I call you and you think, oh, well, she wants something. She needs something or whatever. No, I don't. I'm just calling to say hi. How are you doing? Thinking about you. Since you don't care, you don't call, you don't check in. Thanksgiving went by. We didn't hear from not any of the ones that live here. Didn't hear a thing from them. Not one peep. at all. Not a happy Thanksgiving. Not, oh, what are you guys doing? You guys have food? What's going on with you guys? How are you? None of that. None of that. None of it. You know, and that does not go unnoticed to me. You know, it doesn't. And these are people who've been in my life since before they were even born. And it's like, okay, I get it. You know, I get it. And I'm just not going to deal with that BS anymore. Like, I'm not. I'm really not. You know, I mean, we have had to create distance, and we had to choose peace over tradition, because peace is powerful and my peace matters. I don't put up with BS, like at all. I just don't, and I will not. I will not do that. You know, a lot of people think that keeping someone in your life is the loving thing to do. It's the loving thing, because sometimes the loving thing is letting go. That's what the loving thing is. Because if every time you speak to someone and they make you feel, and I have my notes, and they make you feel anxious, they make you feel small, they make you feel guilty for something that you didn't even do, they make you feel ashamed, they make you feel overwhelmed, they make you feel invisible or unsafe, then guess what, baby? That relationship is costing you way too much. It's costing you way too much. And I want somebody listening today to hear me deeply when I say you are not obligated to keep people in your life who hurt you. Not even family. And especially not these people on the internet that we don't even know. Are you kidding me? I'm not keeping somebody because, oh, well, they're a part of this group or a part of that group. I'm so sorry. No. I let go of so many people today, and it felt so good. And not anybody that was in the chat. There were a lot of people in the chat that I let go of today, too, because I'm like, yeah, you don't belong here. You know, you don't. This is a space of positivity and inclusivity. But when you come in here negative and with the BS, you got to go. And especially when you come in my live stream and you don't know how to even talk to the host of the live stream, you have got to go. You got to go. Like, where did you do that at? You got to go. You know, you're just not obligated at all. Obligated. Blood is not a free pass to your heart, and neither is BS and people you don't know on the internet. It's not a free pass to my heart. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know, people always love to defend their actions, and this is what they say, right? And put it in the comments if this sounds familiar. This is what they say when they're hurting you. You're too sensitive. I didn't mean it like that. That's just how I talk. You know I love you. You know, no. No, no, no. No more. Intent does not erase impact. It does not erase it at all. You know, how you feel matters. That discomfort you feel in your chest, been there, okay? That heaviness in your spirit. That tension in your body when you know somebody is definitely doesn't belong around you, period. Right? That's your soul saying to you, and listen to it. That's your gut. That's your intuition. This is not love. This is not safe. This is not healthy. You got to go, you know? And right here in Lexmas Day 5, I had to talk about that. You know, I want to give or rather, I want you to give yourself permission to say this one simple sentence, okay? If it hurts me, it matters. If it hurts me, it matters. It does. It matters. And don't let anybody negate your feelings. Don't do that. Don't let anybody negate your feelings. Your feelings are your feelings, right? People who truly love you don't make a habit of wounding you. They don't. People who truly love you don't make a habit of wounding you. And there are a lot of people who love us here on the internet, right? There are a lot of people who adore us and love what we do and love to come and be around and watch and listen to what we have to say. But then there are the trolls and the people who get on here with their keyboard courage. They can give a rat's ass about you or anybody around you, and they're just here to be mean and poke that bear. Well, guess what? That's not happening over here at all. You know, being a YouTuber is a beautiful thing. It can be, but it also opens you up to strangers projecting their pain onto you. projecting their pain onto you. Negative comments, random meanness. I talked about that in the last live stream, right? People making up stories, people assuming the worst, and people trying to pull you into drama. No. Like we had an incident on the last live stream where somebody came in there with all this BS, and they do it they've only been here for like maybe a week. They've only been in my circle for a week. And I said, okay, we're going to give them a chance. We're going to see how this plays out. But today they alienated somebody who's dear and near to me, and that person left and said they won't be back for a couple of days because they're not going to deal with that. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because nobody wants to put up with that mess. So, that person got blocked from me. Because how dare you come into my live stream, accuse somebody in my live stream that you don't even know of doing something. They weren't even talking to you. And then you come in with all this grand stupidness. Because that's the only word I could say, stupidness, right? And you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I'm surprised that nobody else blocked that person, especially the person who they alienated. I'm surprised that they didn't do that. They didn't block them. But I did, amongst a few others, because ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I've experienced it. I experience it every day here on the internet. And some days it stings. It does. It stung today, when somebody was annoyed by that, it stung them, right? And we're all human, and I'm human. I am a 61-year young Black woman living my purpose, right? I'm not a robot. I'm not an AI or anything. I'm an actual human being here on the internet. I'm an actual human being, but I always go back to this. What they make me feel matters, but how I respond, that's my power. How I respond is my power. I can choose distance. I can choose boundaries, which I always do. I can choose silence, and I can choose peace. That's what works for me. That's what works for me. So, as we continue through Lexmas, I just want you to carry this truth with you. You deserve relationships that feel like oxygen, not weight. You deserve spaces where you feel seen and not dismissed. And I hope that when you come to my house here on YouTube, that you don't feel dismissed. I hope that you feel seen. And I hope that when somebody attacks you or does anything to you on my watch, that you say, Lexi, this person's got to go. Because guess what? They will. They will. They will have to leave immediately. You deserve to be treated with kindness, respect, and care always. Always. No matter what. Always. And if someone, family, friend, stranger, commenter, makes you feel consistently bad, it matters. Pay attention. Honor the truth. And don't be afraid to choose you. Like I say here every day, I love you plenty. I see you because I truly do. And I don't like it when BS happens, especially on my watch and especially in my live stream. I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. It's very unsettling to me, very unsettling. But I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of my loved one who said, hey, I ain't coming back for a couple of days because I'm tired of this. I'm proud of them. I wish that they would have gotten rid of that person. I really do. And I wish that when I said to them, please come back, I apologized and I got rid of that person. But they stood their ground and they had their boundaries. And I respect that. I respect that. But I hate that happened in my live stream. I hate that happened in my live stream. I love you all plenty. And I thank you all. I thank you all for being here today for Lexmas Day 5, but always being here with me. And I cherish you. I really do. And I want you to know that. I don't take it lightly. I don't allow anybody on my channel who's doing BS. I don't. And once they start doing that, and I notice it, because a lot of times I'm talking and I'm into everything. And so sometimes I do miss things. I do miss comments, because if I'm here reading every single comment word for word, I'm missing out sometimes. So I get into a conversation, then I have to go back. So sometimes I do miss things, and I apologize for that. But when you see something and you know that's we're not aligned with, then do something about it. Get rid of those people. Do something about it. I'm not going to bite your head off. I mean, if it's somebody who didn't do anything at all, that's one thing. But 9 times out of 10, it's not. It's not. 9 times out of 10, it's warranted. It's warranted. So I just had to say that. I just had to say that. So, Yappy and Lexi out. And we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. I can't say it enough. You know, I adore you and I thank you. And I'm so grateful to all of you. I'm so grateful. And I thank you for spending Lexmas with us. So come back to Lexmas Day 6 tomorrow and see what we get into. But stay tuned today, because we will be going live later on this morning. And I can't wait to see you. And I hope that you feel seen and you feel safe when you come into my house and into my live stream. So, love you plenty, friends. And I'll see you later.